and welcome to this video. My name is David Pfeiffer, and with my teammate Alan Rodriguez, we're going to be discussing a very interesting topic: metaphysics and social media and their relationship. So stay tuned. I want to start this video by telling you something very interesting. On average, Mexicans spend 8 hours and 1 minute on their phones, and most of the time is spent on social media. So, what does this have to do with metaphysics or philosophy? Well, as Nietzsche said, when we dream, we spend 12 hours. So that is part of our reality. So if we are spending 8 hours on social media, does that mean it's part of our dual existence, of our reality? I leave that to you, Alan.
Hey David, thank you very much. And passing to the next question about social media, is it really part of our reality? And that's kind of obvious. Of course it's part of our life. It's our reality. We've been using it since years, and we have a constant use of it for different kind of things. And as you said before, we pass 8 hours using social media. How is not going to be part of our lives, part of our reality? And David, why do we spend so much time on this social media?
I think people spend a lot of time in social media simply because, yes, it's another reality within our physical and temporal reality. So everything changes. Reality itself changes in social media because you feel like time flows in a different rate. You feel like a different person, and you can be a different person. So yeah, that's why I think many people spend a lot of time in social media, because it's an escape from this reality, and they can be whatever they want to be on social media.
And now, as we have been thinking about in this video, metaphysics is very important for our life. It is another reality that is being built through the years, through days. And quoting Pascal about the dream, he talks about one could have the possibility of experiencing two realities, through the dream and watching it and living, as it were an existential duality. So it is very important to know about it, and it's important to know how reality can be different through different thinkings, different thoughts, believings.
What we experience every day is our reality. So social media is part of our reality, right? It shows us the shadow cast in our cave sometimes, because it can be a cave. It can be a tool or a cave. Social media has the power to make people believe that their facts are actually facts, and that's a dangerous weapon against truth. But what is truth? We don't know, because truth may be subjective, I guess, on what we experience every day. But the important thing here is that our self is a truth, and on social media our self changes, creates a metaphysical personality, and that's really interesting, because it's like I have an avatar in a video game, but it's live. It's here. It's our reality. And well, after reflecting on this, I guess we all have, if you are in social media, you're living two lives in two realities, and that has a huge impact, because you also are seeing, you're interacting with other avatars, and then you're interacting in this physical world and then in this metaphysical world. So that's huge, and I think it's something we have to reflect on it and see how can we take advantage instead of living in a cave with social.
And now, is science telling the truth? Science can also be wrong, because basically reality is a construction that we are creating, that we're constructing. And for the good example of Aristotle, science was true knowledge through cases, and it makes a lot of sense. And on the other hand, the philosopher of René Descartes, tried harder to coincide with religion and even with science. Therefore, he used the same science that he believes. That's important to know.
I am a big fan of science and also of philosophy because I think they have a symbiotic relationship, and it's really interesting because after reading Stephen Hawking, Carl Sagan, Neil deGrasse Tyson, even Penrose, they believed in something. They believed in something greater than even science, you know? They believed that they could be wrong. And even though science tells us that it has proof and everything, but what if reality isn't even real? Then science is just a construction of our minds, you know? So I think that's why metaphysics is always going to be present. Because if we have learned something with science and philosophy, is that when we answer something, more questions rise. And then philosophy starts to answer them and paves the way for science. And I truly believe that metaphysics is a really important branch of philosophy because it helps us reflect on ourselves and how we experience reality and can improve our lives.